How is it that the world will know that you are a follower of Jesus? There are a lot of ways that we talk about this. Well, I'm a follower of Jesus because I go to church. I'm a follower of Jesus because I sing worship songs at church, because I listen to Family Life Radio in my car. I'm a Christian because I read the Bible. I'm a Christian because I'm with Guy on the Devo. All right, I'm doing great. I'm a Christian because I prayed the sinner's prayer. I'm a Christian because I was baptized when I was a teenager. Or I'm a Christian because my parents had me baptized when I was a baby. I'm a Christian because I'm an American. I'm a Christian because I'm a conservative. I'm a Christian because I'm a Republican. I'm a Christian because I'm nice to people, because I'm kind. I'm a Christian because I don't cheat on my taxes or slip certain items in my pockets at the grocery store. I'm a Christian because I'm just a good guy. Well, what makes you a Christian? How are we supposed to know? Welcome to This Day Devo. Pastor Guy here. I am glad that you're joining me on this wonderful Monday morning. And Jesus in chapter 13, we just read today, John chapter 13, it's an entirety, and this is a passage about love. This is the bookends of this particular chapter is love. At the very beginning, Jesus declares his love for the disciples. In fact, he says at the back half of verse 1, it says Jesus had loved his disciples during his ministry on earth, and now he would love them to the very end. He displays his love to them by washing their feet. The ultimate act of servant leadership, the ultimate act of saying, I didn't come to be served, I came to serve. And he was about to lay down his life for them and called them to do the same thing. That as disciples of Jesus, we are to sacrifice, self-sacrifice, servant leadership, lay my life down for Christ and for others, loving people. And so he teaches about love, he exemplifies love, displays love. He is loving the disciples. And at the very end, after a whole bunch of things happen, right? I mean, we've talked, talked through the Last Supper. We've talked through Judas. We've done all of this in our previous Gospels, and so I want to jump to the unique piece in what we just read today, and that is at the very end in verse 34. Jesus says, "So now I am giving you a new commandment." This doesn't necessarily mean new, because new, this could also mean the word fresh. I'm giving you a fresh commandment, okay? Let's freshen things up here a little bit. Love each other just as I have loved you. You should love each other. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. That's important. That is key. That is Jesus telling the disciples. That is Jesus telling us. Jesus telling Christians. Jesus telling all us believers. He's saying, the world will know, they will be proved that you are my follower because of your love, not for them, not for God, but because they see that you love each other. Now, you've been a Christian for more than 10 days. You know how hard that is. I mean, we have all kinds of division and dissension and gossiping and bitterness and resentment and difficulty loving other people in the kingdom. It is a challenge. And so Jesus he's showing us this. He understands that this is going to be a challenge. He prays, we'll see this in a few chapters, he prays for oneness in his church. He wants to see us united, and he wants us to love each other. And so to do this, we need the supernatural power of God. And it's interesting because you're not gonna click with everybody. You're not gonna be best friends with everybody. But we're called to love them. We're called to love them in the way that Christ loves us. There's one pastor, one of my youth pastors when I was a kid, one of the things that he liked to say was, I don't have to like everybody, but I am commanded to love everybody. And so this call to love is really Jesus's last commandment before his crucifixion. And this call to love, this fresh, new, vibrant command is a focus to have an intense love towards one another. This new standard of it's not just love others as you love yourself, but now it's love others, love each other the way that Jesus loved you. And that is a measure that we have to hold with our Christian brothers and sisters, to love the others in the faith in the way that Jesus has loved you. So whenever someone hurts you, disappoints you, double crosses you, distracts you, gets in your way, it's not about, man, you ruined my day. It's not about, man, you're ruining church for me. It's not about you're ruining this opportunity. You're ruining this time for me. No, what this is an opportunity for us to look at the measure stick that Jesus gives us in what it means to love the least of these, what it means to love the difficult, what it means to love the hard to love, what it means to love those who seem unlovable, is to say, well, wait a second. How much did Jesus love me? He loved me to the very end. That's what he said at the beginning of today's passage. He loved us to the very end. So the way I and you are called to love others is a Christ-like love that puts others first and say, I'm going to love you. I'm going to love you. And I'll tell you what, at our church, at One Life, at churches around the world, if we as Christians got this right, the world would be more so attracted to Christ and what he offers, because the world is attracted to a place where they're going to be loved. So this is what we need to be. This is who we need to be. A place and a people who love each other, and that is going to be attractive. That is going to be one more thing that proves to the world that we are his disciples, and that attracts people to the cross because people crave love. So let's be those who give and live love. That's what I want to be. Is that what you want to be? Let's be those kind of Christians. Today I learned this about Jesus, and on this day I will this. Have a great day. I'll see you later.
Every word sent down from heaven has the power of Christ.